Hello, I'm James Ezimoha. Welcome to Africa News. Let's see your headlines. Cameroon President Paul Biya wins presidential election, making him the world's oldest leader at 92. South Africa's transportation industry gets AI boosts. Tree planting initiative kicks off in Algeria. In Cameroon, President Paul Biya has been declared winner of the country's presidential election, extending his more than four-decade rule. The 92-year-old leader secured just over 53% of the vote, according to the Constitutional Council. This comes amid protests and opposition claims of irregularities.
Cameroon's 92-year-old President Paul Biya has won the presidential election with 53.66% of the votes, enough to hand him a new 7-year mandate. The result was announced by the country's Constitutional Council on Friday, sparking claims of irregularities by opposition supporters. However, the government has urged citizens to respect the outcome, even as protests continue in several cities. The result seals Biya's position as Africa's oldest serving leader.
Biya Paul 474 179 or 53.66%. I hereby declare elected President of the Republic, having obtained the majority of the votes cast, the candidate Biya Paul. Le candidat Biya Paul.
Supporters of the ruling party welcomed the announcement.
Out of 10 regions in Cameroon, the President of the Republic won 7. And the candidate who tried to do something a bit significant in 3 regions, Issa Chiroma, congratulations to him. But it proves how much the Cameroonian people still support their head of state. That's what matters. He is a man of peace, a uniting figure, a father to children, and we still have a lot of hope in him. That's all we expected.
C'est tout ce qu'on attendait.
Opposition supporters, however, say the announcement doesn't reflect the people's choice.
We are tired of the situation and everybody is frustrated. Like, I think every Cameroonian experiences what we are going through one way or another. Now social media is more popular than it used to be. I mean, it's growing year by year. So we are beginning to find our voice, getting that courage, knowing that, okay, it's left on us to do something about it because it's our country. And politics affects everybody, whether you're a doctor, a plumber, a bike rider, or an entrepreneur like myself, a farmer, whatever you do, our lives are basically decided by politics. So if we don't hold our leaders accountable, then we are basically leaving talks to decide our futures, and that's very dangerous.
Biya's win could keep him in power until he is nearly 100. But with opposition anger rising and questions over legitimacy, attention now turns to how his administration manages growing public unrest.
The government has launched a major nationwide campaign to plant 1 million trees in Algeria. They say it is aimed at reviving forests devastated by wildfires and floods. From citizens to soldiers, Algerians are uniting for a greener future.
Algeria has launched an ambitious 1 million tree campaign, a nationwide effort led by the Ministry of Agriculture and the Directorate General of Forests in partnership with the Algerie Verte Association. The initiative, covering 685 municipalities across all 58 provinces, aims to reverse years of environmental loss caused by fires and floods that have destroyed more than 120,000 hectares of forest. Volunteers say the effort is about ensuring future generations understand the value of the land they inherit.
We came today to show children the importance of planting trees and to encourage them to protect trees and forests. This initiative is also a way to make up for the trees that were lost in wildfires and floods, and to contribute to the challenge of planting 1 million trees. We're here to take part and to plant this idea in children's minds, so that when they grow up, they'll continue planting trees. We hope Algeria will always remain green.
Forestry officials say the project will run until March and is part of a broader national plan to restore balance to Algeria's fragile ecosystems.
The initiative aims to plant all vacant areas on the national level. The campaign will start today and continue until the end of March, to make up for the losses suffered in previous years due to wildfires. It also aims to tackle climate change and restore Algeria's forests.
Authorities hope that by replanting what was lost, Algeria can not only regrow its forests, but also reignite a culture of environmental stewardship, turning recovery into resilience and making green the colour of the nation's future.
In Abuja, young Nigerians have been urged to avoid shortcuts to wealth and instead transform their skills into opportunities at a Skill to Gold event at the weekend. With guidance from educators and industry leaders, the event underscored the importance of honing talent, making informed decisions, and leveraging skills to reshape both personal futures and Nigeria's economic growth. Organizers say the focus is on equipping youths with practical tools to thrive in today's digital and AI-driven economy.
Youthfulness is not something that lasts forever. Take full advantage of it. Be really intentional. Pursue your purpose, pursue your passion. But most importantly, find a way to align it with profits. Because you need money, let's be honest. If the money is coming from what you're passionate about, you will do more. Every challenge has a solution. And as an entrepreneur, it's your primary duty to solve those challenges, economical challenges, in line with the standard sustainable development goals. So, African Grow Academy wants to empower people with the right skill set because you need tools to work a problem, and skills are the tools to solve future problems, especially in this digital and AI-driven age. We want to help youth develop skill sets because in this world that we are today, skill sets are important. The right skill sets are important. And with the right skill set, there's nothing you cannot achieve. So we want to help people develop skill sets all for free. We're looking at graphics design, video content creation, utilization of AI, prompting and the likes. Then we're looking at virtual assistants. And if you can develop this right skill sets appropriately, we'll connect you to a mentorship opportunity and internship opportunity for you to connect the skill sets to profit.
A century-old railway line in South Africa has undergone a major transformation thanks to artificial intelligence. A partnership between the Passenger Rail Agency and a Chinese tech firm has changed the country's transportation landscape, blending history with innovation.
AI-powered monitoring and response systems are now at the heart of South Africa's rail modernisation. The technology detects intrusions and risks in real time, addressing long-standing issues like theft, delays and costly maintenance. Commuters say the upgrade has improved scheduling, passenger flow and overall safety, making travel smoother between Cape Town and Simonstown.
It's actually cheaper and it's actually more reliable than a taxi because with where I work, I always have to be in the office before 8 a.m. Whereas when I was taking the taxi, I'd be like 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late. But with the train, consistently, I would arrive at before 8.
For daily commuters and tourists alike, the integration of AI has turned a once troubled line into a model of efficiency, where technology now ensures punctual, safer and more scenic rides along South Africa's southern coast.
This weekend, Cape Town's skies were filled with color as the city hosted its annual International Kite Festival. Beyond the spectacle, organizers say the event sends a powerful message about the importance of mental health, especially during crises and times of widespread trauma.
The 31st Cape Town International Kite Festival, organized by Cape Mental Health, combines the joy of kite flying with advocacy and support for those living with mental health conditions. Hundreds of kites transformed Youngsfield Military Base into a vibrant display, drawing attention to mental health issues affecting thousands across Cape Town. For mental health officials, the festival is also a reminder that global and local crises intensify the need for accessible support.
We are living in a year of catastrophe, a global catastrophe, and it has such an impact on our mental health. And the access to services during this time is next to nothing, and people are just struggling with a sense of hopelessness with the amount of conflict and war.
Participants say the kite flying is an activity of passion and stress relief.
For me, kite flying, it's passion, but when I'm stressed after my work, so I look that I can go out to fly kites and let the stress fly away. And I think it's the same thing for mental health. You know, so it's a combination. It's a good one.
When you make a kite and you've bridled it and you having a test flight, and it flies first time, you know you've hit it spot on, and you feel so, because this is passion. You know, kite flying, you must have a passion for it. You know, and doing this as a hobby, making kites, seeing your creation, your artwork actually flying, it's incredible.
By combining creativity, community, and advocacy, the festival aims to break stigma, fund essential services, and remind the public that mental health support is crucial, especially in times of ongoing crisis. Proceeds from the festival fund free services, including counselling, education, and rehabilitation programs, supporting nearly 70,000 children and adults each year.
Well, that's all we have today in African News. Thank you for watching and stay tuned to A News.